Welcome the power of hatred. How to weaponize your darkness. You've been told your entire life to let it go. Forgive, move on, be the bigger person. Release your anger before it destroys you. They're lying to you, not because forgiveness is wrong, but because they're teaching you to suppress the most powerful fuel source in human psychology. They want you to bury your rage, your resentment, your hatred, not for your sake, but because angry people are dangerous. Controlled people are predictable. Docile people are profitable. But here's what the self-help gurus selling you $2,000 inner peace retreats, won't tell you. Some of history's greatest achievements were born from pure, calculated hatred, empires built on revenge, scientific breakthroughs fueled by spite, fortunes amassed to prove doubters wrong. Hatred, when weaponized, doesn't destroy you. Aimless hatred destroys you. Suppressed hatred destroys you. But hatred with direction, with discipline, with strategic purpose, that becomes unstoppable drive. This isn't a call to violence. This isn't permission to harm others. This is something far more devastating. The philosophy of converting your darkest emotions into achievements that make your enemies irrelevant, not by destroying them, by transcending them so completely they become footnotes in your story. Today, we're exploring what the Stoics knew, what Nietzsche articulated, what every champion, athlete, and billionaire entrepreneur secretly understands. Your hatred is not your weakness, it's your weapon. The question is whether you'll waste it on petty revenge or forge it into excellence. Let's weaponize your darkness. The philosophy. Hatred is fuel. Nietzsche's will to power. Friedrich Nietzsche understood something most philosophers refuse to acknowledge. Human beings are not driven primarily by love, compassion, or reason. We are driven by the will to power, the fundamental drive to overcome resistance, to impose our will on existence, to become more than we are. In Beyond Good and Evil, Nietzsche writes, "The greatest passion is the passion to be powerful, not violent, not destructive, powerful. And what generates more raw motivational power than hatred?" Nietzsche despised what he called slave morality, the morality of the weak, which labels hatred, ambition, and the desire for supremacy as evil, while glorifying submission, forgiveness, and self-sacrifice. This morality, he argued, was invented by the powerless to make the powerful feel guilty for their strength. The person who tells you to forgive and forget might simply be terrified of what you'll become if you do UNT. Marcus Aurelius. The Stoic paradox. The Stoics are often misunderstood as passionless, emotionless philosophers who accept everything with calm detachment. But read Marcus Aurelius's meditations carefully. He doesn't suppress anger, he redirects it. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. This isn't about being nice. It's about strategic superiority. Marcus knew that the person who wronged you wants one of two things: to see you destroyed or to see you descend to their level. Hatred that makes you excellent robs them of both victories. The Stoic weaponizes hatred by asking, what would infuriate my enemy, more my destruction or my success? Then, he chooses success, not out of virtue, out of calculated malice, disguised as excellence. Machiavelli's strategic ruthlessness. Niccolò Machiavelli, in The Prince, advises, if an injury has to be done to a man, it should be so severe that his vengeance need not be feared. Machiavelli understood that half-hearted revenge invites retaliation, but total victory achieved through calculated excellence rather than violence renders your enemy powerless. You don't destroy them, you make them irrelevant. The greatest revenge isn't violence, it's indifference backed by undeniable success. Real-life example, Michael Jordan's petty greatness. Michael Jordan is considered the greatest basketball player in history. 6 NBA championships, 5 MVP awards, a cultural icon, and he was fueled almost entirely by spite. Jordan didn't just want to win. He wanted to humiliate people who doubted him. He invented slights when none existed. He manufactured enemies to maintain his rage. The high school cut. In 1978, Jordan was cut from his high school varsity basketball team. The coach chose another player. That rejection burned in Jordan for decades. He used it. Every game became proof that the coach was wrong. Every championship was revenge served ice. The 1992 Dream Team. During the Barcelona Olympics, Jordan refused to wear Reebok gear during the medal ceremony because he had a Nike contract. He literally draped an American flag over the Reebok logo. Why? Because Reebok had rejected him early in his career. Jordan never forgot, never forgave. Won 6 championships wearing Nike. The Jerry Krause vendetta. Chicago Bulls GM Jerry Krause once said, organizations win championships, not players. Jordan took this personally. He won 3 more championships specifically to prove Krause wrong. Then he retired, denying Krause the chance to rebuild around him. The final screw, you disguised as a graceful exit? Jordan's trainer Tim Grover wrote in Relentless. Michael didn't compete against opponents. He competed against the voice in his head that said someone, somewhere was getting better than him. That voice was hatred, controlled, channeled, weaponized. Jordan didn't destroy his enemies with violence. He destroyed them by becoming so undeniably great that their doubts, their rejections, their criticisms became punchlines. His success was the revenge. And that's the lesson. Your enemies are gifts. They show you what you must overcome. The transformation, converting rage into achievement. Hatred becomes destructive when it's aimless, productive when it's strategic. Here's how the transformation works. Step 1. Acknowledge the hatred, don't suppress it, don't deny it. Don't let anyone shame you for feeling it. You were wronged, disrespected, dismissed, betrayed. The hatred is real, it's valid, and it's powerful. Philosopher Slavoj Žižka argues that repressed emotions don't disappear, they metastasize. Suppressed hatred becomes depression, anxiety, self-sabotage. You either express it outward productively or destructively, or it turns inward and kills you slowly. Acknowledge. I hate this person. I want them to suffer for what they did. Good. Now we have fuel. Step 2. Identify what they took from you. What did they deny you? Respect? Opportunity? Recognition? Money? Love? Your revenge is not to take it back from them. It's to generate so much of it from other sources that their denial becomes irrelevant. Ex-partner said you'd never find anyone better. Become so desirable that better people pursue you. Boss said you weren't good enough for promotion. Build a company that makes their entire organization obsolete. Family said you'd fail. Succeed so spectacularly they beg to be associated with you. Step 3. Build the monument. Here's the alchemy. Instead of planning how to hurt them, plan how to become undeniable. Channel every ounce of rage into self-improvement. Philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer wrote, "Hatred is an affair of the heart. Contempt, that of the head." Hatred keeps you engaged with your enemy. Contempt turned through superiority lets you forget them. Build your success like a monument, not for them to see, but so high they can't avoid seeing it. Step 4. Let indifference be the final blow. The ultimate revenge is reaching a level of success where your enemy's existence no longer registers. They wronged you. You used that energy to become great, now they're irrelevant. When they eventually reach out 10, they will. Because success attracts your indifference will hurt them more than any insult ever could. You don't block them, you don't curse them out. You just don't respond, because you genuinely don't care anymore. You've transcended them. That's the weapon, not violence. Irrelevance. The philosophers who understood this, Friedrich Nietzsche, will to power as the fundamental human drive. Resentment, resentment, as creative force when properly channeled. Marcus Aurelius, Stoic redirection. The best revenge is excellence that makes you immune to your enemy's opinions. Arthur Schopenhauer, hatred is blind, anger is foolish, but resentment has eyes. Resentment with vision becomes strategy. Niccolò Machiavelli, strategic ruthlessness, total victory through calculated superiority, not petty vengeance. Slavoj Žižek, psychoanalytic view. Repressed hatred becomes self-destruction. Acknowledged hatred can be sublimated into creative drive. Sun Tzu, the art of war. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Make them irrelevant through superiority. Ayn Rand, objectivist ethics. Productive achievement as the highest moral purpose. Enemies as obstacles validating your struggle. The dark reality here's the uncomfortable truth. Nice people rarely change the world. Comfortable people don't build empires. Contented people don't revolutionize industries. The people who change reality are the ones with something to prove, with scores to settle, with doubters to silence. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, the company he founded. He used that humiliation to build Pixar and Next, then returned to Apple and transformed it into the most valuable company on earth. Revenge? Absolutely. Effective? Undeniable? Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for television news. She became the most influential media figure in history. Her success is the response. J.K. Rowling was a divorced single mother on welfare, rejected by 12 publishers. Harry Potter became the best-selling book series ever. Every book sold is a middle finger to everyone who said she'd never make it. These aren't inspirational stories. These are revenge stories. Calculated, strategic, executed through excellence. The warning: this philosophy has a dark edge. If you weaponize hatred without discipline, it will consume you. The key is in the transformation. Destructive hatred, obsessing over hurting them, stalking their social media, plotting petty revenge. This destroys you. Productive hatred, using the energy they created to fuel your excellence. Building while they watch, winning while they fade. This transcends them. The difference is control, discipline, strategic vision. Hatred without purpose is poison. Hatred with purpose is rocket fuel. Conclusion, you don't have to forgive. You don't have to forget. You do want to have to be the bigger person. If being the bigger person means swallowing your rage and pretending it doesn't exist, instead, take that hatred, that burning, acidic, all-consuming rage and ask yourself, what would infuriate them more than anything else I could do? The answer is always the same. Your success? Not success despite them, success because of them. They gave you the fuel. They showed you what you had to overcome. They proved that the world won't hand you anything. You have to take it, so take it. Let every achievement be a dagger. Let every milestone be a reminder that they were wrong. Let your excellence be so overwhelming that their names are only remembered as footnotes in your biography. Early in life, your name was doubted by their name, a mistake that would prove costly for their name's reputation. Your enemies are not obstacles. They are gifts. They handed you the motivation most people search their entire lives to find. Don't waste it on petty revenge. Don't suppress it with false forgiveness. Weaponize it. Build with it. Win with it. And when you stand at the peak of your achievement, looking down at those who doubted you, don't gloat. Don't even acknowledge them. Just exist, undeniably, irreversibly, successfully. That is the power of hatred. That is how you weaponize your darkness.